No! I beat the true ending. Linear games died with the PlayStation 3. Ever since the early 2010s, there has been a huge shift towards live service and open world games, and every game wants to be bigger and better than the last game. In this video, I want to share my thoughts on why Blackmythwukong is so widely well received, and is it worth the money? Is it gonna win Game of the Year? A linear game guides the player from start to finish, and the player experiences the game in pretty much one way. The opposite of this will be an open world game, where players can go anywhere they want and do anything they want. Even Square Enix, the king of linear storytelling in the early 2000s, changed Final Fantasy 15 and 16 to a more open world game. And the last linear game that I really enjoyed was Resident Evil 4 Remake and Monster Hunter World. But RE4 is technically from the early 2000s, and calling Monster Hunter World linear is a stretch. There are reasons why gamers gravitate towards open world games though. Linear games get stale and monotonous. Sometimes they take away the player's agency, making them feel like they are leaning towards watching a movie rather than engaging with a game.
Hell no, man.
This is emphasized when cutscenes feel too long, or there are too many pointless side quests to pad the game time. When games are linear, they force the story and gameplay into the spotlight. And if your gameplay loop isn't enjoyable, then good luck engaging the player. It is also extremely hard to tell a great story, and it is even harder to weave it in with a gameplay loop that is immersive and entertaining for hours. So where does Blackmythwukong succeed, where so many other games have failed? In my opinion, there are 3 reasons. Blackmythwukong is a visual spectacle. You start the game fighting the Celestial Army with the Sita Tianwang or the 4 Heavenly Kings watching you as you literally scold and curse at the gods. You end the game with pretty much the same thing. Each major boss is visually distinct and memorable. The characters are all easy on the eyes and interesting. While I usually would not consider this as spectacular, I do in the case of Blackmythwukong. If the cinematography and designs were not on point, then the game would become another generic Unreal Engine lookalike game. If you have played the game, I'm 99% sure you will not contest my assertion. If you have not played the game, go watch the starting cutscene and a few of the end of chapter animations and come back to me about what you think. Wukong is a tailored linear experience. This means that the developers can better tune bosses to your power level so that the fights are closer and more intense. In Elden Ring, you are either too underleveled and you get dumpstered by Margit, or you explore a little too much and the fight becomes too easy. This is a double-edged sword. On one hand, you feel a sense of progression from weak to strong. On the other, the fights aren't nearly as intense and close as you want it to be, meaning they become less exciting. Of course, if you literally complete every other optional boss in Blackmythwukong, you probably wouldn't struggle on the main bosses at all, but I suspect most players don't do that. So where did Blackmythwukong succeed where other linear story games have failed? Evoking emotion. Blackmythwukong is a master at evoking emotions. The fast-paced combat evokes excitement and anxiety. The tough final bosses of each chapter give a huge sense of accomplishment when you defeat them. Right after, you are rewarded with a beautiful animation, which are often tragic. These animations evoke sadness, tragedy, or even a longing for love. And more importantly, the emotions engage you, making you think more deeply about the allegory and message of the chapter. Allegory? Allegory? Allegory. As you play the game, there are multiple moments of disgustingly, jaw-droppingly amazing landscapes. Even the soundtracks are catchy and play into nostalgia from the old Journey to the West drama. Oh shit! Oh shit! I can't remember the last time I was as excited playing a game as I was in the true ending Erlangshen fight. Now this is the video game. This is a video game, man. Okay, no. Actually, I can remember. I was more excited during the first time I killed Elatrion. Let me see if I can find the clip. I did it! Holy shit, I beat it! Evil Island? Oh
So,
my god!
Is Blackmythwukong worth $80? Yes. In a gaming landscape where AAA games are floundering,
This game has solidified itself as my favorite modern AAA game. I would say it's slightly above Baldur's Gate 3, although the type of game is very different. And I think it's above Elden Ring. Disclaimer, I'm only 10 hours into Elden Ring. But don't just listen to me, listen to basically every other gamer and every other YouTuber and the overwhelmingly positive Steam reviews.
I had extremely high expectations for this game, and it exceeded them. This game is a 10 out of 10.
The music in this game is so good, especially during some of the animated sequences. Fuck me, it was beautiful.
As for the criticisms of the game, Blackmythwukong does not have as much replayability and endgame content, but I also don't really want it to have that kind of content. I love that Blackmythwukong is a complete experience, an intense 50 hours of fun. The story is also difficult to understand, and the fact that they have diverged from the Journey to the West story means that you can't really go back to the original literature to look up the story bits that you have missed. Most of the interesting details of each character are stored inside the in-game journals, but unless you're making a lore video, nobody reads those. I have no doubt that this is my pick for Game of the Year. The only other Game of the Year contender that I have yet to play is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I have high hopes for that game. I'm a pretty big Final Fantasy fan actually. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope that you also enjoyed Blackmythwukong. And if you haven't played it, then wow, good for you, lucky. And I wish you the best on your journey to the West. Bye bye.